Good morning, students. In the last video of unit number first, we have understood about fundamental units and derived units. Fundamental units are the ones which are described by SI system and that are basic quantities. So 7 basic quantities are there and 2 supplementary units are there. So 7 basic units we have to remember by heart. The names are mass, length, time, temperature, current, amount of substance and light intensity. This table is already given to you. You have to learn this table because we will be requiring it in our coming topics. Then what is derived unit? So derived unit means other than that 7 quantities, if any physical quantity is appearing like velocity, which is not the part of that table. So velocity we have to keep on breaking to get the fundamental quantities. Like velocity is displacement upon time. So if we replace it in units, so displacement means meter and time means upon time means second power minus 1. This way we get velocity's derived unit meter per second. In the same manner, if we talk about derived unit of force, because it is MA, force is MA formula, so kg will appear, and for acceleration meter second power minus 2 will appear. Now this knowledge of derived unit is required in understanding the dimensional analysis, in which the first term is dimensional formula. So whole dimensional analysis is based on dimensional formula. What is dimensional formula? It is directly connected to the derived unit. What we have to do to get the dimensional formula, if any unit is appearing like meter, then we have to replace it by L, capital L symbol. In the same manner, if the unit is appearing second, S, then in the dimensional formula we have to replace it with capital T. So there are some standard symbols allotted for each quantity. These symbols are dimensional symbols. So we have to write every quantity in terms of these symbols only, along with the powers. So this is the dimensional formula. Thus the definition of dimensional formula is the dimensional symbols plus the powers of fundamental quantities. So we will take one example here of force again, so that the connection is established. Like if we are given a quantity force. Now I am taking this force example because it is familiar to you, this quantity. So we have to understand force dimensional formula, and after that we have to practice this dimensional formula, the concept of dimensional formula for so many quantities which are coming in the next sheet. So let us understand it for force. See, force formula is MA. That means whichever quantity is given to you, you should know its any one formula. So suppose we apply MA formula. Now we have to again break it, if we can break it further. So M is a fundamental unit or quantity, so we cannot break it. But acceleration can be broken as velocity upon time. And in the same manner we have to continue the process of breaking. So velocity is not the fundamental quantity. So velocity we can break as displacement upon time. Displacement means L1, upon time means t raised to power minus 1. So velocity is L1 t minus 1. Then already one time is in the denominator. Now time is the part of that table, that means it is the fundamental quantity. So we don't have to break it, we will just replace it by t1, t power 1. This way if we combine all the powers here of similar quantities, so M is appearing with single power 1, L power 1, and t power, this one will be shifted in the numerator, it will become -1, so -1 -1, finally we will get -2 power. So this m1 l1 t minus 2, m power 1 l power 1 t power minus 2, this is the dimensional formula of force. So actually what we have done, now we will be dealing with quantities in terms of their dimensional formulas only in this chapter. Whenever we will be seeing force quantity, that means we have to remember its dimensional formula m1 l1 t minus 2. Okay, so this is first term, dimensional formula, this we have understood here. Now the second term we can understand here, that is dimensional equation. Equation means equal sign should come. So whatever quantity is given and whatever is its dimensional formula, if we write in form of a equation, that means containing equal sign, then it is said to be the dimensional equation. So this is the introduction of dimensional formula, and now in the next sheet we will understand the dimensional formula for so many quantities. So remember that you have to use the standard symbols, like for mass capital M, for length capital L, for time capital T, for current capital A, for temperature capital K. So generally these 5 quantities appear in the general formulas, and other than 2, amount of substance and light intensities are also there, they may also appear. So we will understand in the next video the few more quantities.